Hello and welcome back to Glam Tones. It's me, Gigi, and today we are going to go ahead and put some nails on me. We are going to fix what I did on Monday, okay, because that was ugly. Okay, so what I did was completely remove my nails, and now we're going to start over. All I did was leave behind a very thin layer of Ideal Pink Builder Gel from Light Elegance. Sorry, brain totally meltdown there. From Light Elegance on my nails, and now we can just build right on top of them. They don't need fills or anything because I really did just do my nails. On Monday, you know, there wasn't a video. While I tell you this story, we're going to mix some colors. That's what I'm doing, is putting some builder gel into these little cups. I've got 5 of them. There's 2 more off to the side. And I'm just going to mix 5 different colors because we're going to do 5 different jelly nails. But they're going to be kind of crackly jelly nails. So you'll see. We're going to use the plastic bag technique. So anyway, if you were here on Wednesday, you know that I overdid it this weekend taking care of my grandson. And I was literally exhausted. And instead of resting on Monday like I should have, I tried to do something for you guys. And it was 100% wasted energy because it was so ugly. It was so ugly, you guys. So I just scrapped it. I took the nails completely off. Like I said, I just left that little bit of builder gel behind on the nail bed because you don't want to prep your nails twice, right? I had just prepped everything and done nails, so you don't want to redo that. I just removed what needed to be removed to put something fresh on top of it. And I was super gentle, so I didn't get any lifting or any flaking off. I didn't go as thin as maybe I would normally go. I just wanted it to be, you can see it looks pretty good. There was one little place that cracked too much and went up into my nail bed on this nail in particular. And I'm just going to show you putting on this one form. The video's a little on the longer side today, so we're just going to cut the rest of that out. But all the forms go on the same way. Just slip it right under your nail. Close it on, and then, you know, just let your hand be gentle and natural. And then look at your fingers and make sure everything's where you want it to be and everything lines up the way you like. Because you can make your fingers look less crooked with nails that are straight with each other, right? And not straight with your finger. That's something to keep in mind. So now we've got a little piece of plastic baggie over there cut, and that baggie that you saw me cutting, that was just from the grocery store. I brought home some veggies in it. You don't need to have cling wrap. You don't need to have special plastic. Anything that will crunch and make little textures in, that works perfectly. You could use a sandwich bag, any kind of bag that's plastic and that the light can penetrate. It can't be too heavily colored. Like, you wouldn't want to use a black one because the black may inhibit the light. But you can definitely use anything that's got a bit of sheerness to it, okay? So now I'm just laying down the color that I'm going to use on this nail, which is pink. And I'm making sure it's all in all the places that I'm going to want it to be. And then we're going to get our little piece of plastic and we go mess it up. Because that's what makes this look awesome, is the messing it up part. So now you just lay it on there and take a tool, whatever you have handy. I'm just using this little sculpting tool, and it's for like clay. Most of my little tools like this are for clay. And I'm just moving it around and pressing the bag in because the bag will help the shape stay that way when you're curing it. If you didn't have the bag, now I wanted to show you here that some of it went over my cuticle. It didn't touch my cuticle, it was up on the bag. And that's going to interfere with what I want to do next. So I just clipped that off a little bit. And feel free to do that if you get some off to the side too much, because you're going to want your encapsulation gel to go into all the nooks and crannies. So now we're going to go ahead and come in and do the same thing with the purple. Just lay down that color. This is the last time I'm actually going to force you to watch me laying down the color. We're just going to watch the smooshy part after this. But really, you just want to make your nail shape, get everything where you want it to be. and then mess it up. And when I was doing this one, I was like, wow, it looks so good. I almost hate to mess it up. And that's fine. You just would have plain jelly nails. You wouldn't have, crackly jelly nails. These look like colored ice almost, right? Crackled ice. I like that crackly, right? Like release the Kraken, which is not the same thing, but who doesn't want to say release the Kraken, right? Let's do it. Anyway, let's release that Kraken. I got some people to release that Kraken on. Shh, I'm not going to say names. Shh, it's a secret. So now let's go ahead and smoosh the other ones. And you want to keep the shape the same, but you just want to smoosh like toward the middle. I don't try to smoosh out because you're not trying to make the nail wider and you're not trying to lose any of your gel like I did on that pink one. I went too much high and it got up on the bag and I lost a little of my gel and had to clip it off, which it's fine, but really you're trying to make texture. That's all. Now in some of the texture, we're taking this Born Pretty chrome pigment and it's in silver, and I'm just laying it down in specific places. I think I went a little too heavy on the purple nail there, but it's okay. It's okay. And the thing about it is that when you look at it from different ways, you don't see the chrome, and then you do see the chrome, and it gives it a glintiness in the sunshine. And I do have a couple of sunshine shots at the end of this for you guys to see, because I was out this morning walking my dog and I was like, oh wow, look how the sun shines on that chrome in the texture. So I did put a couple of shots in there of the sunshine for you, just so that you could, or maybe just one, I forget. It's at the end. It was a couple minutes ago. Now, I love to do that upside down technique to get the roundness in your gel. I'm just gonna show this one encapsulation and then we're gonna pop it in the lamp. And I did, normally you guys, I do not show you the thumbnail just because it's usually the same as one of the other nails and running low on time or whatever, but I just thought, let's throw the smooshiness in there so you can see it, because I am going to show you a little bit of my filing routine today. And I think it's easier to show you the thumb filing than any other nail. So that's why I decided to show you the smoosh of the thumb as well. And then here we are in with the pigments, that chrome pigment, and just shoving it into the texture. I love how it makes all the peaks and valleys really just sharp and beautiful. And you can do the whole nail that way, but I just decided to hit specific areas and just make it look really cute. So now we're going to come in after encapsulation. This is after everything's been encapsulated. And I just like to come down the sidewall and make sure that the edge of the nail is nice and straight coming out from the sidewall. And then I hit those sidewalls and make sure that they're nice. Excuse me, frog in my throat. That they're nice and tapered and very straight. I like my nails to be very straight. I know there's a lot of people out there that like the more rounded look, and actually that's what I've got on my other hand right now, the almost more ballerina and less coffin. But if I'm being honest, I'm more of a fan of the coffin shape over the ballerina shape. Now here, after filing, I realized, after the initial filing, I realized there was a little bit there that needed some more color. One of the peaks had peaked some of the color wasn't all the way to the cuticle anymore, is what I mean to say. And so I just added a little more color there and then blended it down. And then we're gonna pop it in the lamp and cure it and give it a little bit more of a file. I'm also gonna have a drink right now. Whew. My throat was getting dry. That's a lot of talking, y'all. Now, after I get my sidewalls and my cuticle very beautiful and awesomely snatched, what I'm gonna do is come in, take down the tip a little bit. I prefer to do that with my file, with my e-file, because it goes so fast. And I feel like all the vibration you get from taking down bulk with your hand file helps cause lifting. So I really don't like to debulk with my hand file. That is to start and to finish filing. Everything else I do with my e-file. It takes a little practice to get used to it, but once you do, it's a dream to work with. If you don't have one, I recommend looking into it. Save up for it. Actually, my next splurgy thing I want to get for the studio is an even nicer e-file. I love the one I have right now, but I really want to try a more professional version that has a little more torque and maybe doesn't stop when you give it even the tiniest bit of pressure. So, which you don't want to put a lot of pressure, but when you're debulking, sometimes you want to give it a little bit. And some of the more commercial ones, as opposed to more professional level ones, they have a tendency to have less torque because, you know, the company is skimping on some of the build. And that makes sense. You're not using it all day and you're not using it in a professional capacity, but I still kind of want to have one and see what it feels like, you know, like maybe grab a Chiara Sky one. There's some other ones over at the nail shop I like to go to. And now we're just going to come in and refine that shape a little bit. Make sure everything is nice and round, because sometimes the hand file or the e-file can leave some like flat spots, right? It's not 100% rounded, and the finish filing helps you get that shape. And now I'm going to finish file all the rest off camera, and now it is time to come in for our top coat. The top coat really does, look at that, it makes that chrome on all of the little accent places just pop. And it also brings the richness of the jelly colors out. These are neon pigments, so it makes the jellies very rich and yummy and delicious. I'm obsessed with green these days for some reason, and this green nail is just giving me all the vibes. I love how I place the chrome on there in that sort of diagonally kitty corner swoosh. I think it's really pretty. This yellow one also gives me a lot of happy vibes because the chrome is more scattered and more random, and I love that. I still love this purple nail, but it's not my favorite. And I don't love what I did with the chrome here. You'll have to let me know what you think about it in the comment section, guys. And then this pink one is just so sweet and delicate. And I love how the chrome right there in the middle almost makes it look like the nail is broken in half. I love that. I love the flatness and the shapes of everything. And this is the finished set. Guys, these make me feel dreamy. I love them so much. They're one of my favorite sets I've done in a while. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching today. I really appreciate it, and I love spending some time with you guys every week. We're going to see you on Monday for some St. Patrick's inspired nails. Wow, that was a lot of whistling with my S's. We'll see you then. Mwah! Thanks again. Bye-bye.